Welcome to the third episode of UK Experience. We call it starting afresh because the sessions we do is how people settled into the UK, how people started afresh in the UK when they relocated to the UK. And in this place, we say things the way they are. There's no packaging, no forming, no fiction, real experience, so that people can learn, so that people can understand, so that people can know where we made our own mistakes, so that they too can learn and not make the same mistakes we made. So we will try as much as possible to be real on this channel. Okay, so with me today is a special guest. I don't even know how to introduce him, but I will give him a free hand. I call him president because the first time I met him, he was the president of a university student union. So that's, it's always been the name, my president. So my president, Abiola, please, can you introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for. It's a real privilege to be here today, and I really appreciate. It. My name is Jeremiah Abiola Fasipe. I was the former president for Sheffield Hallam University Student Union, and I'm also the president of Jeremiah Abiola Health and Community Development Foundation. I am I'm an author, a fashion designer, a musical artist, and a visual artist.
Okay. For in a nutshell, because you're more than all this.
Because of time, we'll have to say the one of these.
Yeah. And you are aiming for Guinness Book of Record activities.
Yes, I attempted the fastest haircuts, but I'm yet to receive response from the Guinness World Record team.
Yeah, and I remember last year you did ironing or something like that.
Yes, I'm into so many. My skills cut across various disciplines. So I just want to make attempts to things that I find passionate.
Yeah. Well done. So the team, Integration Companion for New Arrivals to the UK, the UK Integration Team under CESO Consulting Limited, we are very, very honored to have you with us today. So we will have some discussion and just brief answers so that people can engage and listen to us in the video. Brief answers. If at the end of the day you're like, I still have something to encourage people which I didn't say, you can always book again and we take it from there. And you forgot to tell us that you have a book you are publishing soon.
Yeah, I said I'm
so along the line we'll get to that. Okay, so my president, I want to start by asking you a little bit of the background to this thing we are discussing. What was your journey like? Let's begin with your journey. When did you first come to the UK, and what was that relocation experience like for you, that initial time you arrived to the UK?
Okay, I need to start by my journey to the UK is about it's about courage, it's about resilience, determination. You know, I was coming from a very poor background, and I had nothing at all. But I just decided that I want to go abroad and study. So when I was talking to people about it, it looks like I'm being delusional. But in all, the most important thing is courage. Though it took 2 years, there are so many challenges that I faced while trying to process my admission, my traveling, because I had problem with my international passport. But eventually, I was able to travel after 2 years. And coming into the UK, it was like a dream come true for me, knowing fully well that I was coming from absolutely nothing. So like it's like I was able to convince people that you can achieve great things irrespective of your background or your circumstance.
So on arrival, what was that feeling like? I can say maybe you were so excited that at the end of the day you've crossed that hurdle. Then is to brace up with what is on the other side of the sea.
Yes, there was an extraordinary euphoria. It was the special joy and happiness. Do you know why? Because I was actually coming from nothing. There was nothing at all. There was nothing at all. Some people might have something before the travel. But I had some people sold their property. Me, I had nothing. I had to reach out to people on the streets, take my guitar and go and meet people. Whenever I see people gather in any place, I'll go there and play. I'll tell them I want to travel. I keep meeting people. If I go to the bus, if I bought a bus, I will stand up and address the people that want to travel. I went extraordinary miles to to get to where I am. So after going through all these challenges and I'm able to travel, the feeling is going to be special because like a dream, I've achieved something so powerful.
Yeah.
There's a feeling that you have something, you're able to travel. This one is different. This one is different from you had nothing. What you had was the courage to travel. And during the process, you were meeting people. A lot of people, when they went to travel, they didn't tell anybody. But me, when I went to travel, I told everybody. Do you know why? Because I had nothing. So if I did not tell people, who will help? So I didn't close my mouth. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. Some people believe that. I understand that when people tell people that they want to travel, some people might want to do something different. But me, I was telling people, I was even showing them when I got my visa, I was showing them my visa and everything. But because I
Yeah.
was so outspoken, I was
Yeah.
reaching out to so many people.
Yeah.
Eventually, it came.
Yeah.
It
So one thing I'm taking out of this explanation is courage. Courage
Yes.
is a very big currency, and we need it in the UK. So if anybody is living in the UK or you're relocating to the UK, you need to be courageous, because a lot of things will come up that will make you feel, oh, it's like I made a mistake in coming. So we need that courage to survive in the UK. You just need courage. It's not somebody else that will live the life for you. You need that courage. So let's come to the book, because it's on the book that we are building this foundation. The content of the book, that we are hoping that the content of the book will help people to have an easy life in the UK and socialize and integrate. So when you picked up that book, when you heard about the title of that book, what came to your mind? The title says Integration Companion for New Arrivals to the UK. So why do you think that book was written without reading it, just in few sentences? When you first
Um.
looked at it, what stood out for you?
Yes. I have to say the book is a book of particular interest. Everyone who wants to, everyone who wants to, even if you live in this country for like 20 years or 10 or anything, you will still want to look at the book and see if they are if, you still need to look at the book when you see the book and you, let's say you're a new arrival into the country, you want to know what's going on, where you need to be, what information you need to get, how you need to integrate, what are the things that you need to do, how you need to like empower yourself. And this book will give you everything that you need to do when it comes to settling down, integrating, getting job, and all that.
Oh, thank you. So I believe maybe you've gone through some of the pages of the book. So
Yes.
which part of it actually stood out for you, apart from looking at the title of the book then you've gone in. So, what do you think?
I'll go for chapter one,
Exactly.
the first chapter, because when you're coming into the country, you need to know many informations, and that gives you it gives you it gives you some relief because you have information about where you are, and Nigeria is Nigeria is different from here. You are coming to a new economy, a new government, new job opportunity, new university, and new people. So I think for me, the chapter one is what I have
So,
to take in.
so what are the things in that chapter one that resonates with you? Because, and thank you for saying that. It's encouraging to hear that from you, because it's exactly what I had in mind to put that chapter one together. And that chapter one is not just for people coming to UK or visiting, or any, even if you're a tourist. Chapter one is important to you, even if you don't want to live in the UK. You
Yeah,
know, that was why I said arrival. So as long as you stepped your feet into the UK, chapter one is there for you to help you navigate the system. And my publisher said, "Oh, Chini, I've been here for 35 years. There are some things in this your book that I've not
yeah,
known before." So, and I think, was it you or who was asking me within this week if I read my book? If I read
yes,
that, yeah, was it you? I said I don't have to read it because I know every aspect of it. I know everything. That it's me that sat down and put it together.
yeah.
Okay, so going on from there.
Before we go to the next question,
Okay.
when I talk about chapter one, the weather, number one, the weather, I came September 21st, and when I arrived, I was at my auntie's place. It was really cold. It was so cold, like, and that was the first time when I was in Nigeria. When I was staying with my brother, he has an AC. Whenever he puts on his AC, I used to be very cold. Now you can compare AC with this. This one is even colder. It was really cold. It was really cold. But with time, my body started getting used to the weather. And I think now it's better.
Okay, that weather is a big issue to new arrivals. It's a very big shock to everybody. Even if you came during this time that weather is very hot, it will
Yes,
also
yes.
be shocking to you that is UK this hot. You know that? Yeah, but the cold one is where, like the last time I shared with those that were on call. I'm not saying your fans. They just registered, but they've not logged in. So my colleague, when we came newly, didn't come to lecture because of the weather, and it's not like she was cold. It's what was a misconception of what was happening to her, because she said she dressed up um going to the bus stop, and then a phone rang. She picked up the phone from her bag, and I think if everybody keeps attending, I'm sure Sandra, you've attended all my episodes, you'll be
Yeah,
tired of this story.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if yeah, then she saw that it was called from back home, and when she wanted to answer the phone, smoke like steam was coming from her mouth, and she
Yeah.
quickly ran back home thinking that, oh, my village people, so that's why I put it in that book. That is, I explained to her that is the hot air from your mouth, from your breath, that is mixing with the weather, because it's December, and it's forming that thing. Nobody's running after it. So that's always a challenge. And which other part of the book would have helped you if you had it when you arrived?
Yeah, I think it's a multi-ethnic society. If there are different people all over the world, and I think if I had read the book, I would have been able to like integrate earlier. Though because I love language, I can speak so many. I love language. I love learning languages. So I think if I had read the book earlier, I would have integrated earlier. But
Okay.
because of the multi-ethnic group here, different countries, I was able to learn like Hindi, Swahili, improve my Chinese language, and learning so many things.
So you speak all those languages?
I do.
You speak them fluently, or you just speak some like greetings and?
I think if I was to rate myself out of 10, there are some that I could score myself 5. There are
Okay.
some that is 3. At least I can make I can have a conversation with someone. But
Okay.
there's complex sentence I won't be able to say.
Okay. That's lovely. See, you're really multi-talented, and with that, you see how you've made your integration journey, because you were that president, that leader there. Even before you became that leader, you kind of like planned to see how to relate with other people that don't understand the language you already have, if that makes sense. So this takes us to the point of saying, no matter who you are, who you were back wherever you're relocating from, no matter what you are, if you want to integrate, you really need to learn new things. It
Yes.
doesn't have to just be language. It might be how to relate with the people you met here. So we really need to unpack and repack. We really need to, but that doesn't mean that you need to lose your identity. Integration is not about you losing your identity. That's my own understanding, is how to, get into the society and let the society get into you. Okay, let's move on from there. So if someone just arrived now, if okay, before we go to that, this integration thing, at times we look at the practical aspect of things and we forget that our emotions are involved in integration.
Yes.
Those times you might feel isolated, you might feel worried, you might feel like, am I losing my identity or something? So how did you deal with that isolation thing on
Um,
arrival?
I I didn't. There's nothing like isolation. I didn't experience anything like that because even in Nigeria, I've always been like on my own. I've always been on my own, thinking about, because I do so many things. I'm thinking about my fashion. Think about, there's so many ideas coming to my mind. So it's like the brain is always doing something, thinking about what I want to do, what I want to do. I'm always on my own. Coming to this place and try to coming to this place where everyone is busy. I see like the same person coming to the same situation, bringing the same situation here. So I didn't feel anything like being lonely or being isolated. But
Yeah,
it's what I've been doing, what I've been used to.
I like that. I like that because there's this saying they used to tell us when we were young. They say, I do something, something. I don't mind
And
this
I do
devil's
find it
workshop or something
job.
like that. Yeah, and
I do
what I'm
man.
let
It's the devil's workshop. Yeah.
I don't mind is the devil's workshop. Thank you, Sandra, for that. So what I'm learning again from what you just said is, like some people used to say, I think it's Sandra. She's one of those that said this in a lot. Oh, there's no dull moment with Mommy Chini. There's no. So for me, I think there will be no space for dementia, because the whole space in my head is covered, is full of
Yeah.
a lot of things. If I'm not doing this, I'm doing that, and that's how you coped with that loneliness. That's because you have to be idle before you begin to remember, oh, my brother is
Yeah.
not here, my mom is not here, I don't have friends. But you're busy thinking of what next you would do, and I could see where that got you to, because I met you when you have at least integrated to some extent. So
Yeah.
and again, it's a lesson for whoever that is in UK and thinking that, oh, I'm on my own, nobody's there, or you want to relocate. Because when I was coming to, that was the fear I had, because I had a lot of community around me. I was like, so I'm going to lose this community. How do I build a new community where we are going now? My consolation was, at least I'm going with my children and my husband. We'll start from there. And we are praying from Christian friends. We are praying for Christian friends, and as we came, it wasn't just Christian friends. We got more than Christian friends. We got Christian community. So it's important to occupy ourselves. But then you can't take it away from, at times, at work. You've been working before you started doing all these things you're doing. Didn't you work?
Yeah, I worked in the warehouse.
So didn't you feel any loneliness there before?
No. I didn't feel anything, because whenever I'm at work and I don't understand, you're always busy. You're always busy, like taking what they call those things. I've forgotten, because I left warehouse job for a long time. Taking all those things, moving in. So your mind is always busy. And if you don't know anything, you reach out to someone to tell them, I don't know this thing, that they will explain to you.
Okay.
And after work hours, everybody goes home immediately. Nobody stays. Nobody spends like 1 minute in the work. Everybody keeps going on. Then you take the next train, come back home, and continue what you mean.
Okay, that's lovely.
Go back and sleep.
That's lovely. So, like my own self, coming to the UK, I left a lot. I was a shell staff. My husband too was also a shell staff. And we had this big house, we had everything, we had cars, but we have to leave that to come. But that didn't bother me. And you can imagine coming and started working in a nursing home, in the kitchen, washing plates, after any millions and millions and millions of naira in shell. So it still boils down to integration. Forget about what I used to tell them, tell the Europe, pack everything you wear, wherever you're coming from, give back to that pilot that brought you, to take back, because this country is a leveler. You have to start from beginning. So if you come into the UK and you're carrying shoulder high, I was this, I was that, you can't integrate. You cannot. So why don't you relax and take on board, like my special guest tonight was working in a warehouse, and from there he climbed to be a whole student union president in a university. It's not easy. It's not easy. So thank you for sharing that with us. While we are continuing, when somebody has arrived in the UK, let's say somebody just arrived in the UK now, okay, and maybe in the first week they feel lost, what advice will you give to the person?
You should get the book.
Oh my God. I clap for you. Wonderful guest. Everybody get the book when you arrive in the UK. And what book is that? The Integration Companion for New Arrival to the UK.
I think even before they
come,
they can just order the book from Nigeria.
Yeah.
So they start reading the book before they travel over. It's on Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. And if you are in the UK, you go to Sister Consulting Limited website to order from there. It's easier because you can receive an autographed copy, and the diary behind this thing would be better for you to use. But it's up to you. It's the same price whether you order from the physical copies we've printed or you order from Amazon. Is the same price. And we are packaging something on the ebook to see how it goes. So the advice is get the book. But before or after getting the book, what other advice can you give to the person? Like me, I will tell the person, be patient, and build yourself. It won't just happen. It's a journey. Okay? Yeah. Because we notice that some people come, they've seen some of us who have been here for almost 20 years, and they want to be like
They want
them.
everything to happen at once.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So be
And they want to have
patient.
everything at once.
Exactly. So be
And
patient.
also, and also, and also, the idea of integrating is not like some people will just travel from Nigeria to this place and start making friends with only Nigerians.
You see?
So when you come in, um, integrate with other nationals, be part of community, be part of dance group, maybe
Thank
any
you.
singing group or
Thank
any
you.
fitness group, health group, or anything, so that you have diverse knowledge.
Yeah,
You reach out to people from different walk of life, and you learn things. You learn the ones that
that's
you
true.
learn more.
That's true. We'll move forward because we will soon round up. I don't know if anybody on call here wants to make 1 minute contribution or anybody. Anybody wants to say something, you can unmute yourself. My next guest is here, Temidire. He's my August guest. And he's also a special packed guest. I have special people around me. And I've got loads of people lined up till like February, March. And yeah, if anybody doesn't want to, nobody wants to say anything, can I continue with my guest then? Want to ask a question, you want to say something, and then we'll be rounding up very soon. My guess, what would be your last word or last thing you want to tell us before our time goes up?
Yeah, it's that to be ready to learn and also unlearn. Now, if you are if you are in a different country, there are different challenges that you're going to face, and you're not used to economy like this and environment like this. So you'll be faced with different challenges that has to do with job, even marital life, and daily activities, academic challenges, because the way we learn, the way we study in Nigeria is quite different from here, and also marriages too. We are faced with different things. You need patience. You also need high level of emotional intelligence. You need to be calm in every situation that you're in, and be ready to learn and also unlearn.
Yeah,
That's what
thank
I've.
you. Thank you. And then, yeah, Temi, okay. Temi, your hand is up. Unmute and say one thing, please. Because of our time, my eye is on the time. I've been warned that I will soon be rounding up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Temidire. It's been nice listening to Mr. Jeremiah Abiola Fasipe. And
Yeah,
you mentioned something earlier very striking about your experience back home and also your experience here. So
yeah,
a lot of people usually have a lot of misconceptions about, I would call it misconceptions about the UK. About some would say if you go to the UK, tax will eat up your money, right? So some will say it is the government that will take everything you are going to make. So I want to believe maybe possibly when you are coming, if you've been told something like that. So now that you are here, what is your experience as per tax issues? Is this Do you think you can make it being in the UK despite the noises people make around government would take all your money through taxes? Thank you. That's my question to you.
no, it's a country that provides enabling environments for everyone to thrive. And when it comes to tax, they use tax to run the economy, and even with the tax too, you can still be successful. You can have a diverse income. You can go into business. It depends on your visa, and also the kind of job that you do too. The kind of job that you do, the tax that you get will see allow you save, allow you do whatever you want to do. But you just need to be prudent about how you manage your income. You just need to how you manage your income. You cannot just be. You have to be economical. You have to spend money wisely and be able to invest with what you have.
Yeah, if I might add to that, if you pay too much, they will give you back. Like last week, I just got a letter that they are going to refund me £700. So everything is calculated. If you don't pay enough, they will tell you, then you pay up. If you pay more, they will tell you. So they have a band, they have how they do it. So thank you, Temi, for bringing up that question. But you can't run away from taxman. Never. And the thing is, the more you work, the more they take the money. But then they are using it to run the system, like Abiola has just told us. Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Temi. Thank you, Pastor Sam. Thank you, my special guest, Jerry. Thank you for coming. And we are going to round up now. And I can't wait for next episode. That will be on the first Sunday in August at 7 p.m. And please log in, prepare and contribute. And I'm thinking maybe as time goes on, we might increase the time. With my team, we agreed not to keep it so long for recording, so that people can engage. You know, when you're watching something, when you're listening to something online, and it's not like it's a party and it's that long, people might get bored. So that's why we are trying to keep it as short as between 30 to 40 minutes, so that people will engage. And then before you go, Jerry, what's the last word you want to drop? Just one word, please.
Yeah, in a new country like this, you have to learn and not unlearn. You know, culture, tradition, culture evolve. We said when you go to Rome, behave like the Romans. Now you're in this country, you learn their culture, you learn their way of life, so you can integrate. So you understand how things is being done. And while you learn here, also think about what you can learn and implement in your country.
Thank you for sharing your experience with us. Thank you for letting us into your world. Okay, and we're still here if you want to share more, but you didn't tell us about your book.
Oh yes, I'll be launching my book on the 5th of September. It's an autobiography. It's a book about my upbringing, my inspiration, my aspirations, my vision, my success, my failures as well. So I'll be launching the book on the 5th of September. If I would like you to be part of it, it's at Wika. If anybody wants to get more information, you can reach her to get my number.
At Sadaka. And what's the title of the book? Please.
It's my journey to becoming the president of Nigeria.
Whoa! Hey, you see, this is my president I call you. Is it the president of Nigeria as a country, or president of Nigeria Students Union? Tell us.
No,
we want to hear.
Of Nigeria.
Woo! You have a large heart to aspire to be president of Nigeria. That's great. No wonder you had that functioning this thing back home, that functioning foundation that is doing a lot of things. Well done. I like that spirit. From zero to hero. Well done. Yeah. Well done. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Abiola. I call you by President.
So, David, Sandra, Pastor Sam, I would like to see every one of you at my book launch.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. When you've done this thing, bring it. Let's promote it on our website, on our social media handles. Okay.
I will.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. And see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.